Well, good morning. Good morning. Hello to everyone. I am Clarissa Myers coming to you guys live. I am in the Maryland area, the DMV they call it. And let me see if I can do this. All right. Good morning to you all. Thank you for joining me. I'm Clarissa Myers, and I am a spiritual entrepreneur. And I share with others things that I've learned on how we can live better lives, achieving the goals and the dreams that we have. We all have something special about us. I am visiting with my sister and my nephew and my great nephew. So if you hear him in the background, he's trying to let us know that he's here. Good morning to you, Ursula. Good morning to you. I'm going to try to do something here on my computer, and let's see if I can, you have to be able to multitask. Sometimes it's easy for some, but not as easy for others. And I know that's not an easy task for me. So, just give me a minute here. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Now this morning I have a topic that I want to talk about, and it's because it applies to all of them. I shouldn't say just a few. It applies to many of us here in not just the US but around the world. And the topic that I chose is it possible to unknowingly have a drug addiction? Is it possible to unknowingly have a drug addiction? And I would say yes. So hold on. Let me just do one more thing. And okay. Now, is it possible to unknowingly have a drug addiction? Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you what I found out, because I have family members who are struggling with this. Did you know that sugar, it's a silent, dangerous, and very deadly addiction that many of us suffer? And I want to tell you a little bit about what I found out about that. Okay. All right, I'm going to go on. Good morning to you, Saeed, I hope I said that right. Do me a favor. Share this out, because I think the information that I have, it can help a lot of people if you are aware. Well, I'm going to share some statistics with you. The Center for Disease Control says that more than 100 million adults in this country are living with diabetes, or they are pre-diabetic. Another fact is the International Diabetic Foundation. They report that more than 400 million people are living with diabetes. This is as of 2015. That was the most recent statistics that I have. Hold on, I have some feedback coming, and I want to try to address that. Okay, good. I'm hearing. Good morning to you, Robert. Good morning. And then the World Health Organization estimates that 90% of people around the world have type 2 diabetes. That means they were not born with it. They acquired that at some point in their lives. And so those are very high statistics, and there are over 1.5 million people that die every year because of diabetes or diabetic related diseases. So sugar is a drug. It is a drug. And you know, they say that sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. Now, you know, tobacco and alcohol, they can regulate those because you have to have, you have to be like 21, you have to be a certain age or whatever to be able to get that stuff. But sugar, it's available everywhere and anyone can get it. And then the thing is, and this happens from childhood, you know, it's where children, you see television programs, the commercials, the marketing that they do promoting these foods, processed foods. And over your lifetime, you're consuming 22, this is what the average adult consumes, by 22 tablespoons, is it tablespoons or teaspoons, of sugar every day. And for children, it's even more than that. So, it's something that needs to be addressed. And if we want to live our best life, we have to be aware of the dangers that exist because of sugar. So, can we kick this habit? Is it possible to get rid of, you know, diabetes or kick the habit of consuming so much sugar? Yes, it is possible. It is possible to do that. And so to do that, you have to be determined. You have to decide in yourself, hey, you know what? I'm going to kick this habit. Now, it's hard to do because everywhere you look, on TV, on billboards, wherever you are, you're being bombarded with images of sugar, maybe carbonated sodas or iced tea, or there's something drawing our attention to consume the sugar. And some people even wake up in the night hungry because that sugar is just gnawing at them. We have to be aware of what's going on with our bodies. And if you ever thought, hey, you know what, I can just cold turkey cut it all out, it's not as easy as they say, as you may think, if you've ever tried to cut it out of your diet. But in looking up this information, I found out that there are powerful food reversal foods out there that can change our that can change or help us to reboot or recircuit, rewire our systems. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, sugar is a big addiction. It's in everything. And I appreciate if you would share this out. I was trying to multitask. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm losing my train of thought. So I'll come back and do that later. So there are things that we can do. We can cut it out cold turkey. And to cut out foods that contain sugar, you need to, this includes processed foods, you know, pasta. They say that foods that contain flour and sugar, that has a tendency to raise your blood sugar levels really high. So, and with all of this, our taste buds now have been affected. I would say they've been contaminated. So we just have this constant desire for sugar all the time. And so we have to rewire our brain to be able to not crave those kinds of things. They say, the experts say, that we need to completely eliminate sodas, the sweet teas, those sports drinks. You know, we got to cut that out and drink water. Water is the best, is the only substitute, really. Water. There's no substitute for water. We need to add more protein in our diet at every meal, like fish, chicken. They say grass-eating meats. So if the animal doesn't eat grass, then maybe leave that meat alone. Eggs, nuts, seeds, you know, it goes into a whole lot of things. And if that's something that you really want to do, then there is a way. You have to detox your system and reboot it, and there's a way to do that. No. So I'm not going to give you all the details, but I'm finding out, because there's some things that I'm trying to work on for me and for Roland, especially since that's an illness that he suffers with, the diabetes. And we got to get that under control if we want to live our best, most productive versions of ourselves. So that's what I have for you today. I also have in the description, I have some competition this morning. Christine, I have to hand it to you that you're able to do that and stay focused and get your thought across. But that's not an easy thing to do, at least I'm experiencing. So we can renew our bodies by putting the right things into it, cutting out that sugar, because it's a silent, it's a deadly killer. And many of us are addicted to this sugar and don't even know it. So I'm kind of bringing that to your attention. And if you think you can just, I don't need this, I'm fine, but I want to think again. All right, so in the description, I have 3 links for you. One is for Spiritual Entrepreneur Goal Achievers, which is a group that I've started. The second is also a group. What's the second link? The second was a link to a webinar that is going to be tonight at 9 o'clock. And we talk about marketing, sugar, anything sweet. That's why we're so many of us in the country, are not just this country, all around the world, we're affected by sugar because the marketing. But if you have a product or a service that you are good at, you want to market that, this webinar tonight teaches us how to do that. So I have a link there for you on that. And also, I do have a link to a YouTube channel. If you want to share, there's some people who are fearful of sharing because they're, for whatever reason. But there's a way you can share it, either from my Facebook page directly, or you can go to subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can share from there as well. So that's what I have for you today. We don't have to be saddled and not out of control of our own bodies. We can take control of ourselves by doing the things that we need to do. And so I thought I'll bring a few of those things to you. Good morning to you, Juliet. Good morning. Thank you for watching. And good morning, Jack. Glad that you can join me this morning. So today is Wednesday. I'll be on that webinar tonight because I'm learning how to market. When you have something, a product that you believe in, you have something that you want to share, there's a way that you can learn how to do that. And I also have, I'm an author of a book for children, has many skills to help them develop on their journey in becoming the best version of themselves. Anyway, it's called Ian and Igor Inquisitive Island Iguanas. So thank you for joining me today. I will see you again on Friday, and I think I might be back in Virginia. I'm in the northern Virginia, Maryland area today. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again on Friday. Enjoy your day. Bye now.